Today on Riffs and Gear, we compare 3 different overdrive pedals, cheapest to most expensive. I have a lot of pedals in my closet, and I am most frequently asked about the cheapest overdrive on Amazon, which happens to be this $20 Behringer Tio 800, which is basically a clone of the Maxon OD 808. And I'm always asked how these compare, and I thought for good measure, I would go ahead and do that, but I will add the most expensive overdrive I have, which is a $229 KHDK Ghoul Screamer, which is kind of a brother to the 808 with some added bells and whistles. It's definitely in the same lineage, same ballpark, and these 3 overdrives are absolutely related on completely different price points. So I thought we would shoot them out. Now, if you don't want any context to how I hook these up or what I am about to do, and you just want to skip straight to the good stuff, go to this time in the video and just watch till your heart's content. But if you want to have some context, stick around. So we'll start with the cheapest overdrive. Like I mentioned before, the Behringer Tio 800 is about $20. Now, sonically, this sounds like a tube screamer. Physically, this is an all plastic housing. The build quality isn't super great. You cannot use a 9-volt battery with it, and it feels very cheap, but does that matter if it sounds good? Leveling up a step, we have the classic OD 808 overdrive from Maxon. This is the granddaddy of all overdrives as we know it. This is $100, $99-ish, and this is a dead simple overdrive with 3 controls, and it's rock solid, it's metal housing. These will last decades. These can tour, they get stepped on, they can get tossed around. It can be powered by a 9-volt battery or a power supply. The build quality on this pedal is very, very good. And stepping up one more tier in the overdrive line is the KHDK Ghoul Screamer from Kirk Hammett. This is a tube screamer on steroids. It has lots of bells and whistles. The build quality is an all metal construction with the housing. It feels very good in the hands. It can be powered by either a power supply or a 9-volt power supply, but you have 3 different compression types. You have a body control, a high boost, a bass boost. This is a great sounding overdrive. This is one of my favorite overdrives. And I should also mention, the Behringer is made in China, the Maxon is made in Japan, and the KHDK is made in the USA. So let's see how all 3 of these compare. I will dial them all the same, and I will be reamping in real time and turning each one on and off, messing with some settings, and repeating that process a couple of different times. I'm going into an 1985 Marshall JCM 800 2203 into a Universal Audio aux with a Marshall 412 50-watt cabinet model, and you are hearing no post-processing of any kind. What you're hearing is coming out of the aux. If you are on a budget, the Behringer Tio 800 will definitely do the job. I don't know how long this will last in a gigging situation. I wouldn't have a lot of confidence in this pedal personally. Sonically, it does the job, but it feels very flimsy and very cheap. I mean, for $20, what do you expect? I don't expect much for 20 bucks. The Ghoul Screamer is an amazing overdrive. This overdrive actually works with more amps than the OD808 in my experience, although I love the 808 and it's just a classic. So really, it's up to you to decide which one you like better. But out of these three, I would probably still stick with the OD808 just because it's the measuring stick by which all other overdrives are measured. All the pickable links down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.